Hey, New to Twos, happy Saturday. It's Liz Duggar here. I hope everyone's having a blessed Saturday. And so what I'm going to talk to you about today is I wanted to address one more thing with objections and overcoming objections. And then I wanted to set the stage for follow-up because that's what Becky is going to be talking about next week. So when it comes to objections, the most important thing is to understand your prospect, listen to your prospect, maybe do a little bit of research on your prospect by stalking their Facebook page, or maybe by asking questions of other people. I mean, get creative with this. Or just looking at their lifestyle. Use your natural instincts to understand your process and understand your prospect and already know kind of in your head maybe what their objections could be, okay? If you're talking to somebody about the business and they only have one car for the entire family, and you're looking at the kind of home that they're living in, and the way that they do their life, then a clear indicator right there might be that money could possibly be an objection for these people, okay? If you're looking at somebody that has a huge home and drives a big fancy car and plays tennis all day, then a big objection for them could be, well, I don't have enough time, or I already have enough money, which I've never met anybody that said that they had enough money and truly meant it. Or that could be somebody who wants something that could want something to call their own. It may be a mom who the husband is the breadwinner of the family, okay? So use your natural instincts to gauge what objections could be and already kind of prepare in your head what you're going to say when those objections come up. What I do is I prepare in my head what I'm going to say. Sometimes I even write it down and list it out so that I don't miss any points, okay? And that way when my prospect hits me with it, it's very natural for me to come back and I don't stumble over what I'm going to say, okay? So be prepared. Number 2, don't go ahead and address the objection head on before the person even brings up the objection, okay? I've had this happen before. Someone will just, bam, go ahead and address the objection for the prospect, thinking that that is going to be an objection, and it's not an objection for that person, but then you add an objection to their list by doing that. So really, watch what you say. Know your surroundings, know your environment, and really listen to what people are saying and think before you speak, okay? I don't want to make this an uncomfortable situation for you and feel like you're on pins and needles, but I think sometimes people are so excited about this opportunity that they just want to clear everything up, clear the air right away, and let them know that there's nothing to be afraid of, and they just want to put everything to rest. And sometimes you just need to let the prospect talk before you address anything. People love to talk, and I've sat down with prospects before and I'll just let them talk and they will talk themselves right into the opportunity, okay? So listen, and be attentive, okay? And don't make the conversation about you. Always bring it back to them, okay? That's my biggest takeaway. All right, follow-up, the second thing. So I'm laying the foundation for follow-up. You're going to have the best person next week to talk to you about follow-up, Becky Crenshaw. She taught me a lot about follow-up. Here's one thing that I want to leave you with that she taught me, because I would reach out to people and they wouldn't respond. And let me tell you, I still have people that I've reached out to that I've not responded. I've got several people right now I've reached out to 4 or 5 times and they've not responded. And I just keep reaching out. Okay? There is no secret to this. There's really no secret. you have just got to keep reaching out. All right. I was with a girl in Maui and she told me 8 was her max. If she reached out to somebody and after 8 times they didn't respond, then that was it. Well, I don't know. I don't know what the number is. I just know that you need to keep reaching out. And sometimes what I'll do is I'll reach out and I'll let some time go by so that it's not awkward for me, and then I'll reach back out again. And then I'll let some more time go by, and then I'll reach back out again. Because the one thing that I don't want to do is I don't want my prospects thinking that I'm sitting around waiting for them, because that is not the case. And you do not want to seem desperate, okay? So you have got to use your gut indicator on this. So when you're following up with somebody, a couple of things that might help you is, number one, if they've not gotten back to you, Becky taught me a way to bring it back on you. Okay, so reach back out to them again. Let some time go by and reach back out again and say, hey, I'm so sorry. I've been so busy. I meant to follow up with you again, and time just got away from me. Okay, so bring it back on you. And that way it doesn't make it feel uncomfortable for the other person. Okay. And I've got a girl that I've reached out to her 3 or 4 times. And I mean, again, I've taken that same scenario every time. I bring it back on myself. Another thing that you can do is, if you're talking to somebody about the business and you're not getting anywhere, and you can't get a response, to me, I'll always throw in a mini facial, a sample. Hey, let's at least get you to try the product, to try a sample, just to get the conversation going again and to get some life back into the system. The other thing that I'll do is I will find a story on the Redefine blog that mimics their background and what this opportunity could do for them. I'll send them a message and I'll just say, hey, I was thinking about you today. Lo and behold, I was on a Redefine blog looking for something, and this popped up, and it reminded me so much of you. Can't wait to talk to you about this opportunity. And so I'll do little things like that. But again, there is no secret. If there was, I would have told you by now. The key is to just keep following up, keep posting on social media, be yourself, be true to yourself, and don't ever give up. I hope y'all have a blessed weekend. And Becky Crenshaw will be back here Monday, and she'll be talking about following up and training your new consultants. Have a great weekend.